Right, hello. Got a little bit of a different video for you, but first of all I want to apologise for the audio quality right off the bat, because obviously because of what we're doing, I can't set up any mics or use my phone. So basically what we're going to do is every now and then I like to go onto Instagram and put a question sticker up, 2 question stickers, and it basically says that I have 1.5 hours to conceive of, write and produce and upload a song about whatever they want. So I ask them what the topic's going to be, and then I ask them what the genre's going to be. And so it makes me be creative, you know, on the spot, and I have to make this song and then put it up. In my new show / movie Selfless, which is coming out soon, I just need to finish it, and I can't finish it because we're in quarantine. I basically do an entire set on this. People tend to really enjoy being a part of it and tend to really like the end product, so they ask me why I don't do it more, and that's simply because I hate doing it, because it is the most stressful thing I do, and I thought if I show you a video of me doing it, you can really see what kind of goes into this project. About an hour is dedicated to writing, if that, to be honest. A lot of it's due to producing, instrumentation, and just thinking of the ideas. I am not joking, this is the most horrible thing that I do. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go straight into it, and I'm just going to go onto Instagram and I'm going to see what you guys have responded with. I'm expecting a lot of people saying me. Not me, I mean like they want me to write a song about them. Which, you know, it's going to be a big niche market, I think, if I did that. Right. I have 1.5 hours to make a song. What should the topic be? I don't know if I can say half these. I definitely can't say some of these. Topics: the chocolate bar. The chocolate bar. Does that just mean chocolate? I could do chocolate, I think. I think I could say 3 of these. I could say me, chocolate, I'm going to say. The good old days. There's one saying losing a Kahoot, which, you know, is an inside joke, and the rest I really can't say. I can't say any of these. It's gonna have to be one of these 4. You guys are messed up. Oh, but let's see what the genre is. Maybe that might help us out. Country. I have already done a 1.5 hour song which is country. Crooner / jazz. I've already done jazz. Smooth jazz. I've already done smooth jazz. I just remembered. Bebop. Oh, I'd love to do a bit of the bird. I can't though, can I? There's no conceivable way that I'm going to be able to rap / really sing comedy, you know, dense lyrics. I tend to do comedy songs, by the way, to keep it interesting. To bebop. If you don't know, bebop is sort of the Charlie Parker style of jazz. It came around in the I'm going to say 1940s. Let's have a look. Oh, he's absolutely nailed it! Bebop or bop is a type of jazz developed in the early to mid 1940s in the United States. Basically, it's like I don't think his bird gets to worm or giant steps, like tempo's going up to about 300 beats per minute, which is. I want to do a bebop song at some point, but I don't think this is the right time to do it. Neo soul is another option we have, which is probably the best option we've got, to be honest, because I've done smooth jazz, I've done jazz, I've done country. I can't do bebop, so it's going to have to be neo soul. I haven't left this story up for very long before I started filming this video. I didn't really have time, so we haven't got many. And people tend to people go mental on the topics and don't really bother with the genre. If I could do some sort of like neo soul, you know what I mean, like new, reinvented neo soul. People that spring to mind is Lauryn Hill and Jacob Collier for me, particularly his new one with Daniel C's, a new one. This part's going to have to either be cut out, muted or whatever, sped for it. I'm going to have a quick listen to some neo soul songs to get some inspiration, but obviously for copyright reasons I can't play them to you. But I'm going to tell you that I'm going to be listening to a bit of Jacob Collier, a bit of Lauryn Hill, a bit of Maxwell, that sort of thing. Okay, yeah, we're going to do neo soul, I think. And then I'm going to do chocolate. I don't know what the joke is in chocolate though, what I can get away with that fat shaming, getting cancelled for fat shaming. I don't know what to make the joke about, but yeah, we're going to have to. The chocolate bar, I don't get what that means. Okay, I'm going to show response. My story. Okay, that's gone. Okay, time has started. Oh no, I already feel the pressure. Let's make sure that's gone. Yeah, okay. Obviously a lot of this is going to have to be in voiceover because I'm just going to be thinking, and I can't, I'll think of that out loud as much as I Okay, so chocolate is associated with love, Valentine's Day. You can make it a love song. New Soul's quite a romantic sort of feel. Make it like a simile, like your love is like chocolate, and then it'll be like really weird reasons why it's a simile. It can start out with like your love is like chocolate because I indulge in it. Then it turns out your love is like chocolate because it's bad for me. You know what I mean? It causes me heart disease. So, you know what I mean? That kind of. Your love is like chocolate because it's addictive. You know what I mean? Nice similes. Slowly gets weirder. Slowly gets weirder. Okay, yeah, no, I like this as a topic. Okay, we're gonna have to get right into it. So, neo soul, from what I can hear, a lot of extended minor chords. I want you to know as well that none of this comes from just like, we always start off with an empty project. I'm not allowed to bring up an old file that I have, like a bass backbeat or something like that. A lot of synths in mic as well. Let's make sure this is connected via Bluetooth, by the way. Look at me go. Inside, we're here in my home studio, by the way. In here we have guitars, ukuleles, pianos, basses, drums, which I don't use, and various percussive instruments, as well as probably other instruments that I've forgotten. Bass lines tend to be a big one. Maybe we should start off by coming up with a funky bass line. I want to leave a lot of gaps in the mix as well, because it tends to be also it's going to save time, but also it tends to be a bit of a groove that kind of happens a lot. I'm just going to tune this up real quick. Lovely manly cable, together with the testosterone that I tend to spew out of my body. Really graphic way to describe what is essentially just a joke. 3 minutes gone. I'll have a timer going. Please, guitar bass. This is where I start getting a little bit stressed and start making easy mistakes. Right, bass line. I want to bend that last string thing. It's kind of funky, right? It's kind of... Right, I like that as a... Let me turn this up so you can hear what I'm playing. I don't have it up at the same time. Oh wait, I've bumped that gain up so much just so you can hear it. Let's go. Let's turn on the treble a little bit. 2, 3, 4. I don't know if there's enough gaps in it. That was in time. No, close enough. Maybe we start off with just bass. You know what I mean? Oh god. Oh. That's out of time. If I increase the waveform, let's see it. Oh, I'm gonna not be able to do this because I'm trying to show you everything. Very quickly, this is the waveform. Okay, so you start out over here. You can see this little waveform here. This is basically the beats. I'm trying to pull this in time. See how this is slightly out? Mainly this one is out by quite a bit. That's the one that I'm worried about, really. And this one here. So I'm just gonna basically it's called quantizing it. I'm just gonna edit it in time. Yes, that one there. See, I knew that was out of time. Cool. It's slightly out of time in the end there, but really minuscule amount. You won't be able to even tell. I like that, you see. And then I think then some electric piano comes in. I haven't even thought about lyrics yet. Okay, what key are we in? G, da da C, da da. So we're using this B flat to keep solidifying that it's in F, because it needs a B flat to solidify that it's an F, basically. Because you think it's in G because the tonic is the G note, if you will. But I'm using the B flat, which means that it's an F. So I'm using G minor instead of major, so that I use that B flat over the B, if you get me. So B. I don't know if I like that. F major 7. I like the G minor, and I'm using a C dominant 7, so that we're using that B flat over the B. Okay, what if we use at the end though? A bit of a sus in F. What is that? It's an F sus? It's an F major 7 sus 4, apparently. I like that, you see. Because you want that tension before the release. Okay, what if we went like this at the start? Like that. And then as we get into the actual thing, and then let's loop that for 8 bars, and then it's when it goes into the verse, like the rap bit, we're going to give it a little bit more of a groove, so it's going to be like an offbeat, or like, not an offbeat, but like, you know what I mean? Like that. Okay. Ooh, is this neo soul? Kind of. I'll give this a bit. Oh, it's filthy funk, isn't it? Let's pop we're just gonna pop to save a little bit of time, we're gonna pop in a basically Logic or GarageBand or whatever. This is Logic I'm using. It gives you like, basically you pick a genre, pick R&B, neo soul, you got a drummer that gives you neo soul beats, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, manipulate it how I want it, so I'll show you what I'm doing very quickly. We're running out of time here. Manipulate it how I want it, so I've got neo soul there. I can manipulate to make it louder, complex, what parts of it uses, what parts it uses more. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to copy it into a MIDI file, which basically shows me all the notes that it's using, and then I can edit it from there to make it, you know, my own drum beat. Is kind of what I like to do. This just means that it's giving me ideas quickly and in time that it's forcing me to be creative quicker. Ooh. Oh, hold up though, that works. That's kind of what I had in my head, you see. Make sure it's still recording. This is also giving me a nightmare. That slaps hard, doesn't it? Jeez, hold up. Come on. Yes. Yeah, this is going to be a rap, I reckon. I'm a fan of this actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it into this here. You can see this. See how it turns into a MIDI form, which means that I can adjust the notes that it's using right here. I'm just going to check that you can see that. Very slightly. You don't have to be a professional here. Okay, I think it wants to be kind of a, not sloppy, but like a very chilled, laid-back rap, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to find a flow, like a rhythm, which means you're just going to hear me speak gibberish for however long it takes. Yeah, it needs to be more laid back than that. I like the bit of it, I like putting it out of time a little bit, putting the rap out of time, just to make it start freer. Baby. like that as like an opening bar, just baby, you know your love is like chocolate, got honey, got song. You know what I mean? Okay, what rhymes with chocolate? Let's turn this up a little bit, I think. Want it. You can manipulate words that don't really rhyme with a word to rhyme with it just based on pronunciation. The main mistake people make when they're writing lyrics is they think that it has to rhyme like Matt can. Like, sorry, I should stay on camera. They think it should rhyme like words like mat, cat, rat, bat. You know what I mean? But words should sound better, and you can enunciate what you want to say more if you don't rhyme with just a single word. So if you just go, you know, funny word for phenomenon, just dead on and gone. You know what I mean? You use multiple words that create the sounds that are going to make, you know, something rhyme, like orange rhymes with door hinge or something like that, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be just one word. I've got a choice of various headphones as well, by the way. I've got these Skull Candy ones, which are the first pair of headphones I ever bought. Then I've got these Beats, and then I've got these Audio Technicas, which are my go-to for producing. And also, the last word doesn't always have to be the word that you rhyme, you know what I mean? In the sense that when you come up with a phrase, there's a different way to phrase it, so there's a better word that you can put at the end of a phrase, so that you can find, you know, the next line rhymes with that. So you don't have to say, for example, you don't have to say baby, your love is like chocolate. You could say your love is like chocolate baby, and then you have to come with a rhyme for baby, if you know what I'm saying. But I like the way that's phrased. I'm going to try my hardest to find something that rhymes with it. I also tend to walk about a lot when I'm writing. Baby, you know your love is like chocolate, sweet, smooth, and doesn't got the delicate rock, yeah. Baby, you know your love is like chocolate, sweet, smooth, and doesn't with the shape that will rock you. You see how chocolate and rock you don't quite rhyme, but you can get away with it. Baby, you know your love is like chocolate, sweet, smooth, and indulgent with the shape that will rock you. I got more, can't it? You got that. I'm gonna use the offbeat to kind of give it that kind of rocking sort of vibe. Doesn't feel like it's going with what's happening in time. You know what I mean? That rhymes as well. Look at me go. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of voice over here whilst I'm just literally just gonna write lyrics. I'll let you see my face a little bit so you can see me concentrate, but I'm just gonna have to write lyrics now because otherwise I'm gonna run out of time. Also, I'm gonna flesh out this instrumentation and everything afterwards. We've got the basics that we need. We've got the vibe and we've got the timing. Now it's just important to get lyrics down, and then once I record the lyrics, it gives me ideas into instrumentation, and we can do that in a minute. Do a bit of H here and see if you want a taste. I also found that Neo Soul tends to do a lot of harmonic sort of stuff in terms of vocals. It does a lot of harmony, sort of stepping up and down in thirds. So I want to do some of that stuff somewhere. And also the keyboard tends to follow it as well. I have ideas as well for how I'm going to arrange this in terms of vocals as well. When I say, because I've got this bit right now, I've just written down, I'm just going to go. I find you addictive, my mood has been lifted. I know that already that I'm going to get some vocals in the background coming in and saying addictive and lifted with me, you know what I mean? I have ideas like that already. Baby, you know your love is like chocolate, sweet, smooth, and doesn't with the shape that will rock you. I find you addictive, my mood has been lifted. We can put it in there, you see what I mean? Bit seductive, that, isn't it? I'm gonna get a taste of you now, but it's a good line because it's a pun. This has to be comedy though. We'll go to the comedy promise, baby. You know your love is like chocolate, sweet, smooth, and indulgent with the shape that will rock you. I find you addictive, my mood has been lifted, my side has been shifted. I wanna get a taste of you now. What's it gonna be? Wanna get a taste of you now. Wanna get a taste of you. Wanna get a taste of you now. Wanna get a taste of you now. Okay, I'm going to start recording some vocals just so I can start instrumenting this a little bit. Nothing's ever really that linear. You have ideas and you want to just sort of start spitting it. I'm going to pull this over here so you can see me. Baby, you know your love is like chocolate, sweet, smooth, indulgent with a shape that will rock you. I find you addictive. My mood has been lifted. My sight has been shifted. I want to get a taste of you now. Okay, I'm going to record that separately, that singing bit, just so I can hit the notes perfectly. What I'm doing here is I'm talking very quietly and I'm getting very close to the microphone, because the more closer you are to your actual microphone, the more depth that you get in the vocals, and there needs to be a lot of depth in this. The more toned you get, detail. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit less somber because it sounds really creepy. Okay, much better but a bit out of time. Baby, you know your love is like chocolate, sweet, smooth, indulgent with the shape that will rock you. I wanna get a taste of you now. 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 Find you addictive. My mood has been lifted. My sign has been shifted. I wanna get a taste of you now. But now we've got to make sure that's all EQ'd properly and put the right levels. But right now let's get some synthesizers. Let's get find you addicted. My mood has been lifted. My sign has been shifted. I wanna get a taste of you now. Alright. Quantize that. Sign has been shifted. I wanna get a taste of you now. Just get that sort of. Maybe it doesn't have to just stick to chocolate. Maybe it could be other foods. Baby, your love is like custard. You got it, man. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for more of a melodic rap now. Oh, I could do a little bit of a fat joke. It's not, it's in good taste. Quite literally. Baby, you're everything I want you to be, but you're hiding many calories I can't straight away see. I got more. Baby, baby. Baby, you're everything I want you to be, but you're hiding many calories I can't straight away see. Baby, you're everything I want you to be, but you're hiding many calories I can straight away see. But you feel so right, and you taste so damn fine. The fact that so unhealthy, love is version of the hate crime. You got me, you got me, you've got me, can't really want me, you got me. Okay, I think I've got a chorus. I think it's... Let me just voice record this so I don't forget it when I come around to it. Got me, got the body, got the body, got the body, if you got me, got the body, got the body. What I should totally take advantage of is, how like there's that pet name, like a southern woman's pet name, it would be Sugar. I should totally use that. You're everything I want you to be, but you're hiding many calories I can straight away see. But you feel so right, and you taste so damn fine. The fact of so unhealthy, love is version of a hate crime. You got me, I'm borderline obsessed. Another bite of you would put me in cardiac arrest. But sugar, I would lay my life on the line to have you in my arms, telling me that you're all mine. Nice. Okay, chorus again. Got me. Okay. You got me, I think got me, bought me. Have me if you want me. You got me, have me if you want me. Got me, bought me, got me. People eat coffee and chocolate together, right? Drink coffee and eat chocolate, I think that's a thing. You got me, have me if you want me. Cause I see you, me and coffee. You got me, have you if you want me. Cause I see you, me and coffee. I like that a lot, okay. You got me, have me if you want me. Cause I see you, me and coffee. You got me, have me if you want me. 'Cause I see you, me and coffee. Yeah, like that. Boys and girls, oi. You got me, have me if you want me. 'Cause I see you, me and coffee. Camera just failed to pick up as this just fell onto the cable of my headphones. And just, yeah. God damn it. I'm giving myself 5 minutes because that whole thing just happened. So yeah, I'm gonna put a solo on this, guitar solo I think, or keyboard solo. See what happens. Right, and we're back with some slightly better audio. It's now a couple of days later. If you're wondering, yes, I did buy some new headphones. They should be arriving tomorrow. Very annoyed about that still. But we're going to have a little breakdown of the Logic session real quick. And what I did producing-wise, because I couldn't film, obviously, me just editing because he wouldn't say anything. So I thought we'd do a proper breakdown right now very quickly. See what we did. So obviously right here is the bass. So that's just loops. What you might notice is this is very well organised and there's not much going on here because obviously it was just an hour and then my headphones broke and I couldn't really do much mixing when I don't have any headphones. Yeah, this we got very simple. So, you know, you can see it's quantized a little bit here. Just make sure that I just pop this all in time. This one's slightly out of time. I didn't want to really manipulate it to be so perfect as you can see here because, you know, one it should sort of rock and sort of feel kind of human, and I didn't want it to feel really robotic and I wanted to feel like it was playing live. It is what I wanted. So I didn't want to cut it precisely like I have done in the past because it kind of messes with the freedom of the track as a whole. I don't know if that really makes sense. Next up we got some just a classic electric piano here, just basically playing the chords that I harmonise with the root note. So we've got, very quickly, we've got a, what's this, G minor 7, a C dominant 7. This is just for everybody that actually does music. I did actually use the F major 7 in the end, which I don't remember using, but I used it. And then this is an F sus4, a B, is it a B flats? It's an F7, it's an F7 sus4. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out. Right, so here comes the juicy part. So let's get rid of this for a second. Let's get rid of this. How do I get rid of you again? Right, so what we've got here, really, you can see there's absolutely nothing going on here. Usually my tracks are, geez, I'll show you one of my other timelines for a song that I actually produced. So we just got the drummer coming in here. We just got, I didn't really play around with this too much if I'm honest, because I quite liked it. Just got a kick here. Nice bassy, sharp kick, which is what we want because it is very impactful. We've got a hi-hat as well. Absolutely nothing really to say about the hi-hat. Snare, a little rim shot. I tend to find that that's more, gives it more of a funky sort of bluesy feel. It's a little bit softer, less harsh than a full snare hit, which is kind of what we want. Feels a little bit more delicate, which is what we want. This right here is very nice. This is just that double kick here. It kind of makes the track jump forward a little bit. It almost feel like it's like dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? It jumps it forward. It's a nice little trick to use. I was thinking about putting some bass notes in the keyboard, making dun, like almost like a ragtime piano, very slowly. But I went against it in the end because I think the bass gives enough of a, like, it drops it and goes dun. It's a very, it brings you down and hits you hard because it's just a sharp low note, and then you contrast that with a really sort of high, delicate little electric piano stab, and that contrast really kind of hits you hard, I think. And obviously with the high frequency, the piano, we got a rim shot going in at the same time with a quite high frequency, which, you know, again, the contrast between that and the bass drum, I think it's quite nice. Obviously comes in with the lyrics as well. Baby, you You notice as well in the lyrics a lot. I tend to leave a lot of gaps because when it comes to funk, neo soul, jazz, it's a lot about it is what you don't do. You know, the little gaps in which you kind of bob your head into is very nice. So just maybe I could have said something there, you know, but to go just baby. Love is like chocolate, sweet, smooth, indulgent with the blend that will rock ya. Not saying a lyric on the sus 4 chord. This kind of gives it a little bit, gives it that tension that we want, and that mixed with the double bass. I don't really know how to explain this again, but it sounds nice.
I find you addicted. My mood has been lifted. My sign has been shifted. I wanna get a taste of you now.
So this is just harmonies, really. You got you saw me recording all of these bits. I like to put as you can see, I like to pan these two here, which these are both just audio 4 and audio 5. I like to just record 2 of the normal vocals that are mimicking the main vocal, and just pan those either side, and then make them quite quiet, and that tends to, you know, give a little bit of depth to it, make it sound like there was, you know, quite a few people singing this at the same time. You can see they're different volumes there, and that's literally just because I recorded one of them louder than the other. It sounds like this.
I wanna get a taste of you now.
That's actually not auto-tuned either. It sounds auto-tuned.
I wanna get a taste of you now.
Sounds auto-tuned. Then we've got some low ones that I boost a little bit, so.
I wanna get a taste of you now.
Then we've got a really confident one which tends to add a lot of enthusiasm to the mix.
I wanna get a taste of you now.
And a lot of the time when I do that, it's not really in key. You just make it a little bit quieter. What they want to hear is the sort of the tone of your voice rather than the notes.
Shifted. I wanna get a taste of you now.
I believe I have a harmony in here somewhere.
I wanna get a taste of you now.
There, here.
I wanna get a taste of you now.
So you play that together.
I wanna get a taste of you now. I wanna get a taste of you now.
It's quite nice.
You're everything I want you to be, but you had many calories I can straight away see. But you feel so right, and you taste so damn fine. The fact you're so unhealthy, lover's version of a hate crime. You got.
See, so I drop everything there. It's classic in hip hop to do that. Just drop all the instrumentation so people listen to the lyrics more, and it just makes it sound more impressive for some reason. You know, it's almost like a flex whenever I do that in instrumentation. I listen to this bar that I've just written. You ready? Cut everything so you can listen to me say this lyric.
Find the fact you're so unhealthy, lover's version of a hate crime.
Again, kind of that kind of clashy sort of sus chord. The reason that sounds so clashy is just because in a sus chord the 2 notes are just a tone apart from each other, so it doesn't necessarily, not exactly loving next door neighbours, but you know, that's the chord, and you go, so it is tension and release. So
got me, I'm
man obsessed,
another bite of you will put me in
cardiac arrest,
sugar, I would lay my.
And then with the chorus,
you got me, have me if you want me, 'cause I see you, me and coffee.
Really not much going on, just the same thing.
Me if you want me, 'cause I see you, me.
So that it's literally the same thing as what I was showing you with I want to get a taste of you now.
Everything I do for you now.
Again, another verse.
You got me, have me if you want me.
Yeah, I use this as a little ad-lib track.
Got me. Yeah. No. Yeah. 'Cause I see you, me. You got me.
I don't really know why I do this. It's just really common in neo soul.
You got me, have me if you want me.
Yeah.
'Cause I see you, me and coffee.
No.
You got me, have me if you want me. 'Cause I see you, me and coffee.
And I drop the bass and the drums literally just because I want it to impact again and sound, you know, I want to have that cool drop again.
You got me, have me if you want me. 'Cause I see you, me and coffee. You got me.
Just for that. That's the only reason I did it.
'Cause I see you.
and then a solo. I think I used mainly G minor blues and then mixed it with D minor blues, and I don't really know. I just kind of felt it. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, if you play solos on, especially on piano, or if you play solos full stop, you'll know that you can't really teach it. If you want to play solos, learn your scales, and whatever this goes for any instrument. Learn your scales, learn what chords those scales go with, and you just gotta feel it. Eventually, you start to know, this note is in that chord, and that note's gonna sound nice with that chord. It creates this chord. That stuff comes later. You hit a note and make a mistake, and then you learn from that, and then eventually you just kind of vibe with it. There's nothing else. It's the Hendrix of it. You just feel it. That's it.
'Cause I see you, me and coffee.
And I've got licks in the back of my head that I know work with certain chords that I bring up every now and then. I love using the blue notes. But yeah, obviously like stuff like that. I love using that a lot. I've just got, you kind of have like a locker of, it's like freestyle rapping in a sense. For me anyway, I don't tend to freestyle rap totally on the spot. You tend to have a lot of lines in the back of your head that you bring forward. It's a very similar sort of thing. I often say that freestyle rapping is the piano solo with rap.
You got me, have me if you want me, 'cause I see you, me and coffee. You got me, have me if you want me, 'cause I see you, me and coffee.
Leave it how it kind of started, but with the extra twist of having the drums in there. Leave it much like a book. You want to end referencing the start, but you want to show that the character, the song, has come a long way. So you leave the drums in there because it's something that developed with the song, and it's a very, very memorable part of the song.
Baby, love is like chocolate.
You know what I mean? And that's all I've really got to say about it. I'll show you, what an actual proper Logic session looks like. Right, this is a song that I'm producing. It's not I didn't write this song. I do a verse in it. I'm sure I can show you my verse. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to show you the song because it hasn't been released yet, and I'm doing it for a different artist, but I'm sure he won't mind me showing you a tiny bit of my verse. So this is what a typical timeline will look like from me. So it's a little bit better. It's still a little bit of a mess, but it's a little bit better. So you will label it here as well if you're doing it. So rap, so we know I come in here.
I can't get enough. I'm addicted to your stuff. So we'll link it more times than the new broadband does. 'Cause you got what I need. Now that you planted your seed. Now the tree agreed is wrong.
Okay, that's all I'll show you. So you can see, there's a lot going on, and that's what it usually should look like. Instead of what you saw before. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe I'll do this again and try and have multiple cameras and do it a little bit more professionally and see what we can do. But camera cut out. Thanks for watching. 88% of you aren't subscribed. 88% of you. I'm working. I'm making you free content. The least you've annoyed me now. You've done it. I've gone. I'm making you free content. Least you can do is subscribe to me. Now, like and subscribe if you enjoyed, please, and I will see you in the next video.
You got me, have me if you want me, 'cause I see you, me and coffee. You got me, have me if you want me, 'cause I see you, me and coffee.